Hello and welcome everybody, I'm Europa Bavarian and this is Bayreuth. Welcome to Let's Exclusively Listen to a Swedish Man Sing in Our Ears, and welcome to... We are in a bit of distress here with all the coalition action around us. We're still fine. Austria's a bit mad at us. Man, that's so... Oh god, Austria is so close to actually entering the coalition, but not close enough, buddy, and you are also insanely weak. Look at all these wars. Oh no. That's Moravia, huh? Moravia's gonna expand into them. They're like, oh, they would actually take, they absolutely would take an alliance. They didn't think so poorly of me and we're in a war. What else is going on? I'm recording this 1 hour and 15 minutes before I actually have to publish it, and that's still perfectly fine. I mean, do not worry about it, alright? Who's this nobility? Right, you know what? I'll give you Hildburghausen. And what is... I think it may still currently be running. I stopped watching it simply because I had to go buy groceries. But there was a live stream last time I checked for Cyberpunk 2077 and we're fucked. Alright, alright. They've betrayed us. Both of them have betrayed us. We stand alone. How many troops are against us? I think we can take them. You know what? I think we can fucking take them. Maybe. Okay, you're dying here, which is not a good idea, of course, from my side. What I will do... We gotta focus here, right? We have to focus. Okay, I think we should focus. We should start focusing over there. I'm not letting them take any land of mine. I know the last episode's land grab was extraordinarily stupid to a greater degree, because it was essentially me overstretching, you know, when it comes to the enemies here. And we're experiencing that pain. Oh, Bentheim stands with me. Chance. We absolutely have a chance. You know what? Fuck re-sieging. I'm going beating people up. Ziegenhain is in this, huh? You dweebs. I think we'll be fine, I'll be honest with you. Now, it's a pain in the ass that Salzburg and... what's the other one? Both of these betrayed us, but you can't always get everything done, you know? That's just the way it goes. You know what? Let's just go over here then. We can deal with him. Let's go. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the first army down. Did Bentheim lose? Are you crazy? How did you lose? No, okay. They didn't. I'm just blind. Right. We can do this. I think we can handle this. I just gotta kick him out of the war here. So we're gonna first deal with Ziegenhain, I think. Too bad that we already beat him up. That was unnecessary, all things considered. But I think we got a very good shot here at actually beating them down. Okay. Can I help him? No. Can try like this, but I'm not gonna catch him, am I? Oh, I did catch him actually. And that's a wipe. There you go. I think we can absolutely win this. Man. Coalitions. Huh. Cares about those. We would also theoretically have the money to... Come on. What did I want to do? Right, I wanted to hire mercenaries. That's what I want to do. Let's raise a merc army. How do you feel about that, huh? Actually, so expensive. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's just hang out and enjoy the time that we have left on this wicked earth. And of course, Württemberg, you're getting punished here. You know why? Because you abandoned me. You shouldn't have abandoned me. Oh, this is bad. That is extremely bad, actually. Okay. You definitely can't have that. I think we have to go up there right now. Now, this is going to take some time, and I should have made this decision earlier, but here I come. Oh no, they got it. This is such a pain. Now we got him. Alright, at the very least we got him right there. How are they doing? Where's my army? Am I crazy? There they are. Right. We'll have to actually walk like this. We can get him right there. Oh no, that's a river, but we didn't actually catch the river penalty, and that is one battle right there. Ah, beautiful. We can take up more ideas, or we take up another combat with, but I don't think that is worth it if we have a better... That great. Sure, let's do it. Wiped another one. The wiping is the most important part. And I actually don't want to walk into that, do I? We need a tick beforehand before we go into any other battles here. We're now only at 30k total when it comes to our army. Quite frightening. Okay, we can't actually catch anybody over there. We will catch them over here. Come on, lock in. There you go. It won't... Oh. Okay then. Time to punish him. Get him out of here. We're striking them down. It's extremely tough on our manpower, but you gotta deal with what you can deal with. Now that Ziegenhain has already lost some land, let me get a diplomat here. Try to kick him out of this war. Good harvest. Well, you know what? Give me the money, absolutely. Every day of the week. Okay. No. Would you already want... Oh, because it's a coalition. Right, I remember this. Wetzlar. Where are you anyway? Is that just you? Right then. Let's siege Wetzlar. Oh boy. I actually didn't think that the coalition would act against us. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were perfectly fine in that regard, you know, and that they wouldn't actually act against us. But here we are. Taking us down, or at least attempting to do so. I think in the end they will see how painful it is to threaten Bayreuth. Oh, come on. That's just ridiculous over here. That's a comedy. You would actually accept a peace. Wouldn't accept that piece, huh? Could make you the vassal. I don't think war reparations are actually worth it, especially because it's just Wetzlar. That's just too weak of a nation to actually get that done. If you have any, do have alliances that I don't particularly care about, except maybe Frankfurt. I don't even need the money. Let's be honest here, the money isn't worth it, but what might be worth it... actually, that is going to create a bigger coalition, so let's not worry about that, shall we? Right, so we've sieged that down. I think our next move should be into Mainz, but from Alsace if possible. Yes, it is possible. Oh, we won some random battle? We wiped him. Sweet. Why can't we always just wipe him? And I watched some part of the gameplay demonstration here for Cyberpunk 2077, that's the word. And honestly, it looks very good. I feel like that might actually be a game that holds up to the very, very high limits that it's building for itself at the present moment. What's the... Suggest some demands here. An treaties with Ziegenhain. 4 ducats. Amazing. Okay, how about you forget about the money? What I would like you to do is get rid of the alliance with Frankfurt. I don't even care about Ziegenhain. Right, sure. Right on. We won the coalition war. And as such, can now hang out and hope that our allies are gonna re-ally us. Why are you... Oh, come on, get out of here. I should have just... Wait, but we are coring. 2 days before it was a core, they demanded. Come on. I'm not sure. I will certainly not pre-order it. You know, if you pre-order games these days that are not Paradox games, always pre-order Paradox games. You hear me? Ah, those are the good days. And the good games. But if you pre-order games just on a regular basis, that's a mistake. You shouldn't do it. Even Cyberpunk, which is looking very, very good. But even still, never do it. Don't trust the developers until they deliver. It's like you know, paying for goods and services from a company that you know has enough money to not need you know, pushing money into them before they actually are giving you the goods. Oh, diplomatic annexation costs. Ooh. So, don't do that, but I really have to admit, I don't know what kind of graphics card I will need at that time when the game comes out, you know. Oh god, I don't even want to imagine the prices there. That's already a pre-order investment if you ask me. Making so much money. But I don't really, you know, want to think about buying Cyberpunk yet, because I don't think that a 1060, which I have, and the Ryzen core that I also have, I don't think they're going to be good enough. It's just always the same. You always have to upgrade. It's a constant cycle. Welcome to the hobby of having a computer. Let's build some buildings, shall we? Let's finish up the Star Fort upgrades. And after that, I will look into build... No! What was the last one? Fuck. Alright. Okay, now we got it. There you go. And now I would like... manpower modifier. What else happened? You know, with Cyberpunk and in the recent days, I've always been thinking about D&D. And Cyberpunk I was thinking about because they mentioned D&D so often. They always said, oh, since we modeled this after pen and paper games, there's a roleplay game. I was like, yeah, I mean, that's just what a roleplay game is, right? I have been DMing, you know, I was the game master for a group. We were playing some different stuff. I never really felt too happy about my performance as a DM, and I know this sounds like kind of weird, you know, why don't you have fun, why don't you participate in that, but I always felt like it could be a bit better at all times. Oh, Lombardy is actually the defender of the Protestant faith, huh? I love that. Why can't I ally you? You should be the greatest allies. Also Salzburg, let's re-ally. I know you broke the alliance, but it was a coalition. I understand. But you hate me apparently? Are you crazy? Oh, unlawful. Oh, good old unlawful territory. Well, anyway, having Salzburg Salzburg back solves a lot of our issues. The Ottomans are apparently here. Who are they fighting? Austria and Danish. Ah, right. You're still allied to Denmark. The most perfidious alliance in this entire game. Oh, look at Scotland. Now that's just beautiful. Are they allied to... No, they aren't. They're just... The Italian... not... the Italians, yeah. The Irish are expanding here into English mainland. Now, that gotta hurt. I mean, it's, you know... Cornwall is technically, I suppose, Celtic land, but still. Families left behind, right. We've seen this a number of times, and I think I will... Oh, what's actually up here? Okay, let's not have those reformed zealots fuck me over. And I recently have been thinking, hey, what about I go back... So let's do the tax burden, I think. I kind of was thinking, you know, what about going back to D&D? What about taking another look at a game that is a lot of fun? Without a doubt. Of course they are worms. I should have even known that, huh? Should I, you know, start another campaign? Right now, of course, that's a bit difficult. Simply because we wouldn't have enough players. But man... D&D can be fun. I just think I would have to prepare much more than I have in the past. I've prepared, you know, my game plan. Usually quite thorough as well. It's just, it could always be a bit better. You know, when I look at the sessions that we had an Elder Scrolls D&D. And the sessions that we had were quite fun. I drew a lot of maps for Roll20, right? You all know it. It's an online D&D game, of course, in my private Discord server. And, alright, they're dead. Mainz wants to rise up soon, so let me just... In how many years? Okay. Why don't you just stand over here then? And I later switched. I got something called GM Forge, which was developed by somebody that was kind of fed up, understandably so, with Roll20. It's a horrible website. And I checked into his stuff, and I like it. I like it so much that I purchased it. Purchased the goods. And used it. It is a very nice piece of software. You know, some bugs here and there, but overall... Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Ugh, stop dying, please. I don't have the money to buy all of you back so quickly. I can get you, though, so that's good. Oh, there they are. And, you know, I was preparing maps. I was preparing a major storyline that had an overarching basis. And I think that was one of my major mistakes, why I was always kind of unhappy with the sessions individually. Because I planned out the overall campaign, right? And where this quest would lead, and where this NPC would be seen again, etc. I planned that out. But I didn't really put enough work, I don't think, into the sessions themselves. And I do also, I will mention this, I do think that some of the players were not as invested into the game as they would have needed to be in order to make that a fully throughout enjoyable experience. But that's just partial, you know, that's just the partial development. Oh my god. Wait, what? I was confused for a second, sorry. Austria, you're still dead. Amazing. Look at Austria. Holy crap. Australian Liège, that's how they call it. So it's not even like Belgium or Netherlands or Burgundy, it's just Liège now. Improvements, give me the inflation. I think we got an automatic inflation tick down. Yeah, we do. Minus 0.15 per year, that's pretty good. And now that we've defended our new conquests, we are safe. We're absolutely safe. That's gorgeous. Only 2 cities away now. And here they are, Frankfurt, right here, and then down here is Speyer. Now, while Saxony is getting pounded... right, we have a truce. Frankfurt, what about you? We also have a truce, and that still lasts for a while. But Saxony was getting pounded. I think that they are incredibly weak at this point into the game. So we may want to look into using that to our advantage. Have you ever, you know, if any of you have ever played D&D, let me know of your experiences. If you were a DM, most importantly, you know, let me know if you have any feedback when it comes to the session preparation and so on and so forth. I know that my players were mostly enjoying it. There were some funny instances, don't let me lie, you know, and I think some of the quests I designed were also good. They were very, very decent, but it's just one of those things, you know. I always want it to be ideal or I feel bad about it. And none of what I saw there was actually properly ideal, so it just kind of made me sad looking at it. And I don't think that is how it's intended to be, you know, for... Wait, why is all of this... Oh, right. It's far bigger. So I don't think that should be the general experience. What I was thinking about, you know, the next D&D setting that I would like to do if I were to have a DM again, which may be a real thing in the future. Imagine a huge city, like, you know, much, much larger than anything that realistically could have existed during the medieval time period. And of course, magic is involved, as it is in D&D. So that is my explanation. You know, essentially that is my explanation for how such a huge city can exist. Are you my ally? No. It's mostly, you know, you have magic transport, you may have teleportation of goods, of food, etc. into the city, but that city has come under siege. It's, you know, at the sea, and has a very good strategic position, similar to, let's say, Constantinople, or even Troy, if Troy truly existed, which it probably didn't. Not in that form, anyway. And obviously there are enemies that have an interest in you, or in that city. But you as a player are merely a gang member, and then you have this really intricate city. You know, I've taken a look at that time and time again into city maps and how to draw them. Right, we've seen this a number of times as well. We are behind now, so let's just save up on that. On both of them, actually. And I was thinking about putting that into a scenario, you know, having the players just be upstarts, essentially, trying to survive under siege, trying to take from others so that they may survive. It kind of did remind me of... it kind of reminds me, rather, I should say. Ooh, yes, please. No, actually, you're reformed. I hate you. Get out of my land. Let's go with Moral of Armies, then. It kind of reminds me of... what's the game series? Fuck, I've never played number 2. I regret it dearly. I know number 3 has come out at this time. The Banner Saga. That's the... I wanted to check my Steam, but I have too many games. I couldn't find it anyway. Great Harvest. Let's build some buildings then, shall we? What about some training fields? Always a pleasure. I will only do until plus 500, and that won't bother with these, I don't think. I won't do any of that, actually. This is no, this is diplomatic. Well, then we'll wait. I want to upgrade this to be ahead of time. We do have a certainly good factor of innovativeness now. I think the French is still too strong, but you know, it is what it is. Which one was it? No. War games. Our generals have asked us for funds to conduct a massive military field exercise to reenact one of the great medieval battles. This would be quite costly and take up a lot of their time, but they insist it will both provide valuable insights to them, be a good way to drill the troops, and perhaps intimidate our neighbors as well. Allow them to reenact the battle, or why do all these people die, I have to ask. Lose 5 prestige. I think we do that. Sure, I'll take up a loan for you fellas. We can repay it in like 3 or 4 months. We'll be alright. When it comes to the D&D, I don't think I would ever stream D&D because it takes a bit away from the freedom of the players. You know, when you constantly want to entertain or keep a conversation going, I think that can push a bit of stress onto players that, especially if you're not a very, very experienced group, can be very, very tough on the players. And that is, of course, something that you want to avoid in that situation. Wait, are we losing? Oh no, wait, are we losing? National focus. Oh, we are doing a national focus, right? The construction costs and time. Oh, that's beautiful. National tax modifier. Ooh. Reinforce speed? No, not really. I think what we want to focus on next are the cathedrals, right? Because that's just an upgrade that doesn't actually take a spot. Should have. I'm not sure, but I think we have churches in like almost... Yeah, it's a lot of provinces. Let's just keep it at that. Let's keep it at the minimum investment, right? So yeah, that's my impression of Cyberpunk. I went on a bit of a tangent there, of course, because Cyberpunk didn't in depth talk about D&D or anything like that. But even still... Oh, I should have repaid the loan. I'm a fool. Yeah, let's just stop building things for 1 second so I can repay this goddamn loan. 360. Right, let's get into that tech. Then next we can focus on picking up 1 idea each. Reinforcement. I think we want to finish the defensive ideas first. Oh, thank you, phone, for telling me that there's a new friend suggestion. Good goddamn it. Facebook. Not the greatest invention ever made. Let me tell you. How's Saxony doing? In a war against France! Oh, you fool. Now let's take a look here at Speyer. Saxony would actually come to their aid. Probably not long term though. If they actually get sieged down by France, that may be the point at which we can intervene. Now the question is, should we do it? And the answer is probably no. Because we can't deal with another coalition. I don't think we want to, at least. Noble family requests aid. Oh, come on. You know what? Lose loyalty. Think I care? Don't mistake me. You hear me? Are we ahead in time? We are. Let's spend some in upgrading our lands. Right, this is administrative. Give me the lowest cost, sure. This is okay. I'm okay with that. Let me just upgrade the worst of the worst to make them better for the future. Look at all these terrible provinces all around it. How much do you have Paris? Paris has an outrageous amount. Man. Bayreuth has a very mediocre amount. I have to admit, it's an extremely mediocre amount because I didn't even invest in the first age, which is usually when you invest there. Oettingen, really. The betrayal is real. I think we were allied at some point. Oh. What just happened? Right. All the peace deal happens. We could become the defender of the faith if we so choose, but I don't think we do. I mean, sure. I don't know. All of these are terrible. Maybe the devastation can do something. Show me the devastation. I don't even know what exactly that's supposed to mean. Anyway. Treasure, okay. I'm so glad that Bentheim helped us, man. What a good bunch. But this dude already died again. Time to repair our loan. Oh yeah, how close are we to the great powers? We're actually fairly close. Damn. We've come far. Certainly have. Spain is still stronger than the Ottomans. I don't think we could deal with the Ottomans, for example, though, you know. They just have so much manpower over all of this land. I would need to smith some alliances with the people around me, and that will never ever happen. I would need Poland at the... What is this? Let's never look at Bohemia again. I think that would be a very solid choice. Everybody should do that. Don't look at Bohemia, alright? They're the weird kid. I should have invested. Good Bamberg. That's a good income province right there. Well, I'm gonna invest in the cheap ones first. Stop killing my units, France, could you? I don't want to build anything else right now. All the forts have been completed. That's beautiful. Honestly, I'm sorry. This is a bit of a quiet episode compared to all the other expansive episodes. It's rather simple and I can't really advance. Let's take a look here. Who hates us the most? Oettingen. I mean, that's some easy points right there. Why do you hate me so much? I wish France would accept an alliance. They're not that far away anymore, but I can't move them naturally. And Baden has expanded into Württemberg. Like there's no tomorrow. Oh boy, oh boy. I honestly think like in the next maybe 3 episodes, and I keep saying this, like I think I said at some point 1620 should be when we could unite Franconia, and we couldn't. We absolutely couldn't. But at this point, like we're so close. We're so close. I think Saxony, that war's still going, huh? Are you losing or something? Nah. Take this one, yeah. Brings us innovativeness as well. Pretty good choice, all things considered. Going to trade league led by Rotenburg. Weren't we allies once, buddy? Why aren't we allies anymore? Rotenburg opinion. Oh, what's this? Oh no! Purge of Oldenburg and heresy against Oldenburg. This is a war that they have started. England and Solms. I mean, you know what, actually? I take the oh no back. This is easy money. The easiest money I have ever earned. Look at these numbers. Look at England. Oh my goodness. England, what have you done? Why have you done this to yourselves? Oh, look at you. Oh, really? Oh, isn't that nice? Have you right here. So close. Excuse me? This is the general you give me? These are the generals you give me? Oh no, army tradition. You have to murder somebody. Quickly. Now that should give us a fair share of war score. I wish I had justified on them, but then again, would mean that I would actually be like in another coalition fight in 2 seconds. So let's not do that. Foreign drill instructor available. What do you do? Professionalism. Don't need professionalism. Moral of armies would be great though. Then again, I mean he is cheaper. Honestly, let's take him. And let's have him come in here. Alright, it's you. Oh no, he's not of my culture. Well, you know what, it's fine. We don't need that many points. It's just 1 point we're losing out on at the moment, so that's fine. Oh, this has already ended. What happened? War reparations. 56 ducats to me. Sweet. Pretty good. Have to do nothing else because I don't have any boats. Boats are against the nature of Franconians, if you ask me. Everybody that has a boat and is Franconian should just leave. You're not actually Franconian. We are afraid of the sea, and that is good, as are we in Bavaria. Everybody's afraid of the sea. If, you know, here's the thing, I've already mentioned this, but if you like if this is the distance that you live from the sea, then you're good in my books. If you live anywhere closer, man, I don't trust you. We gotta, you know, we gotta have some trust talks every week where I tell you about the issues I have with your behavior and why I think it's suspicious. And why I'm not gonna be murdered by you. Anyway, this episode is over. We've successfully defended ourselves alone. With Bentheim, that is, of course. But we have defended ourselves while Salzburg betrayed us. Look at them. They have a good number of troops. Could have helped us. So close. So close. Anyway. Why is that? Why are these forts? Alright, wait. We are at war. I almost forgot. I will see you in the next episode. Until then, later.